ABB, let's get it. A, B, and B, baby. What's going on?
What's
Welcome
up,
to
boxing
All
fans?
Boxing
Y'all back with all boxing broadcasts. I'm Prince the Tomato Can. We got
Trending up.
Uncle Polly. Brian.
and we got Brian too. Don't leave Brian out. And guess what?
Yeah.
We here tonight to talk about some boxing, man. I hope y'all ready to talk about some boxing. We got some good things to talk about. I can't find the title. We're gonna talk about David Morell versus Demetrius Andrade, whatever his name, Boo Boo. Yeah,
Johnny.
Yeah, and then we got Frank versus Tank, Ryan Garcia, and all this good stuff, man. Ryan Garcia. So I don't know where y'all want to start at. Trending up, y'all gonna take over, right, tonight, and like just kind of, right, orchestrate us through it.
But see, I don't know how you had it set up, but I'll tell you what, this is what we can do.
However you do it. Yeah. So yeah.
See, now you done kind of got me now.
Well,
I don't even talk about. I caught him in the sparring match and almost knocked him out. Like Adrian jumped in the ring and like, no, it's over. Yeah. And everybody was just about to fight because I caught him and.
Yeah. So speaking of Tank, since we don't bring, I hate you right now, Tank. So we can talk about Tank deleting his social media. He's already weighing whatever he's weighing for the Frank Martin fight. I guess what's your thoughts on that, man? Like he deleting the social media, is that like a little antic to get into Frank Martin head, or is he really focused? What y'all thinking?
Come on, man. This Tank focused. I ain't never seen a fight with Tank wasn't focused, composed, and ready to take on and challenge his opponent and give his opponent his best.
Yeah, I like that. Tank's already. What he posted, he was like 138, 139 or something, right, on the scale.
Mm-hmm.
And then he deleted his social media. I like that. It's showing like he's like, no distractions. It's Frank Martin time. Let's get busy. Let's get to business. Let's be all about business.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He's like trying to get back to business. I've been away for a little bit, had a little bit of legal issues. That's all cleared up. Now we get to see our boy back in the ring. None of Frank Martins. I know I see you over there with Garcia doing this thing, but you know what's gonna happen. We all know what's gonna happen, and I like that my boy's getting serious because a serious Tank means it's gonna be light works, and I see someone on their back.
Right. So let's talk about the Ryan Garcia and Frank Martin little shadow boxing. Because I did watch that clip. I don't know if we had that clip.
We got that clip.
We do?
Yeah. It should be like one of the last two. The last two we got, and then Rolly too. So it's like one of the last two down there. I could play it.
There you go, right here. Right.
Oh, you got it? Go ahead.
So there you go. Oh. It's up there. So he's trying to tell him. I know a couple of times he was saying something about Tank short, so you got to hit him like this, boom. And, with throwing punches that he thought would be effective. I guess he's trying to tell him he got to keep him off of.
Yeah.
But do you think this was good enough?
I'm looking at it. I didn't look at this yet, and I didn't notice what you just said until you said that. Wow. Oops. How we get out of that? Hey, that's cool that Ryan Garcia giving advice. Ryan Garcia giving the formula. to beat somebody that he didn't beat. That's got to be comical.
Yeah, that's funny because it's like you could say what you want. Oh, you could beat Tank like this. You could beat Canelo like this. You could beat Floyd Mayweather like this. You could beat Ali like this. It's easier said than done, you know? I'm not trying to put Tank in the same category as them guys already, but I honestly do think Tank's IQ is up there with the greatest of all time. I do. I think his IQ is underrated. I think his overall skills are underrated because he knocks dudes out.
Yeah, every fight he gets into, you know what I'm saying? Even fights that we've seen that he started off not the greatest, he just adjusts. And I think he's one of the greatest boxers at adjusting to his opponent in time in the ring. And, you know, and it's just amazing when you see the way he moves, and for a guy that size and the power, it's great. I love it. It's just something different. Like, I haven't seen that, you know. It's just, it's not, you know, like
we never seen a guy like Tank.
Never.
Honestly,
Tank is his own style, his own, and Frank Martin could take as much as he wants from Garcia, but come on, we all know what happened to Garcia.
You know what thing too? I'll say. Remember, Treaded Up said that thing to the group where he beat Deontay Wilder's record for the most powerful punch or whatever. Come on now. A lightweight to break a heavyweight's record for a power punch. It just goes to show how powerful Tank really is.
Got you.
I mean, Anthony Joshua, it was another heavyweight there. You know, I think it was the lowest of the few was like maybe in the mid 700s. Tank was in like 934.
Yeah.
Power punch.
Tank,
He's accurate.
Yeah.
He's the most accurate boxer.
That's the thing too. He gets that accurate punch. It's like I honestly think knockout artists are underrated because to consistently get a knockout, that shows skill to me. To know where to position yourself and to land that accurate punch and get guys out of there consistently, that takes talent.
Yeah.
So I got a question.
I got a question to go to kind of touch on that question. So because we talked about Tank, but what about Frank Martin? What does that say about Frank Martin? Training with Ryan Garcia or getting pointers from Ryan Garcia. Like, what does that say? Was that like, what are y'all thoughts? Like, did Ryan Garcia offer that? Did Frank Martin go and say, hey man, what you think I should do? Like, what are y'all thoughts on that part? Like,
yeah, I seen another video of what that, and like it was just Frank and like Garcia, and like Frank Garcia was just babbling about, hey, am I crazy? This, that to Frank, and Frank didn't even say anything. He just looked at him like, you know, like, you know, I think it's just Garcia, like, trying to look cool still, like trying to be like, take this, take that. This is what you should do. But to be honest with you, Garcia didn't know what to do against Tank, and Frank's gonna have to figure it out, and he's gonna have to do something great to take out the great. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, Frank Martins, he's not a bad boxer either. You know, so it's gonna be a good fight.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know. When it's war, it's wartime, we're getting ready for war. I'm bringing out everything I need. I'm taking Tank very serious because of how he's a knockout artist, and I'm trying to learn every way not to get knocked out by this guy. And put him on his back.
That's right, because you want to get every little bit of edge that you can. You feel like you got the skill, every little bit of edge, every little bit of pointer, tip, anything that gonna give you something that can help you. I take it too if I was fighting Tank. Come on.
Yeah. They get ready for war.
Right. So y'all telling me that Ryan Garcia was in the ring with Tank. I understand. But y'all telling me that Derek James didn't have the answer? Is y'all just saying every little bit count, every little bit help?
Yeah. Even a little bit counts. Yeah. Even a little bit of information, just a little bit. When you're fighting a serious fight like Tank, Everything helps. Tank's a serious guy. He's the best guy that Frank Bond's gonna fight. He needs to bring out everything he learned in his entire life. Needs to come to this fight.
Everything he learned in his entire life.
No, in the boxing life. Yep.
I know I'm messing with you, but no.
In the boxing world, everything he learned, he needs to bring it to the ring because Tank's a guy you gotta take serious, and Tank hasn't been in the ring for a little, and he wants to prove I'm that dude. I'm the face of boxing, so he's gonna make an example out of somebody, So, if I'm Frank Martin, I'm going hard right now. I'm going MC Hammer.
Because you got to see it. Because Frank Mons, he pulls out the unthinkable and beats Tank. Then he's making name. He makes a name for himself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So he needs to go crazy.
What's the chances? If y'all had to rate from everybody singly, if you had to rate from 1 to 10, 10 be a better chance, 1 be a less chance on Frank winning, what would y'all give it? What would y'all rate it?
I'd say a 3 or a 4 because I have Tank at like Tank's like a 7. He's like a 3-4. Because I'm looking at it like I most likely Tank's gonna win, but I'll give him a little percentage. You know what I mean? There's a chance he could have a Buster Douglas moment still. He is a pretty good boxer. He knocks guys out still. Frank Martin.
That's it. Just a 2 or a 3.
True.
No. Yeah, like maybe a 4 out of 10, like 40% chance.
Correct, got you.
Because you never know what can happen in boxing.
Yeah, you gotta give everybody a chance.
You gotta give them that percent. Even though we all know right now, us 4 know that Tank's gonna beat him, but you never know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You never know. So, but to me, I don't see any way Frank Mountains comes out beating Tank. I feel like Tank's really right now. Tank's gonna show the rest of the boxing world. I told you and I showed you what I did to Garcia. Now I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to Frank, and then whoever else wants to run their mouth, they can hop in with me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got the money now. He's got the recognition. Every fight he's going in, he's getting the bucks. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, when he wins this fight, he gets the WBA, and he gets to show people like, oh, I'm a world champion now. All that world champion talk. Yeah, I mean, it's great to head off. I'm a world champion, Holmes.
Tank is the WBA right now. He was upgraded from
the regular champ.
Yeah.
So
he's the regular champ.
I mean,
but if he wins, he becomes the WBA world champ because Devin Haney vacated it or whatever. It's for it, right?
Yeah.
So I got a question. So do you, man, it's tough to rate that one because you look at Tank going up to fight at Barrios at 140, and we know Barrios is a fighter and he was tough.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm kind of with Paulie about a solid 3, about a 30. I'm gonna say a 30% chance. I mean, I mean, if Tank hurt his hand like he did against
Pitbull.
What's his name?
Yeah,
Pitbull.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pitbull Cruz. Yeah, I see Frank winning this fight. You know what I'm saying? Like handily, because he gonna have to. But Tank still might adjust and get him, because that's just who he is. But I think it's gonna be difficult. I think Frank Martin will win a couple of rounds, but Tank being who he is, he don't need a lot of punches. And like specifically after the Ryan Garcia fight, Tank will once he fills you out that second round, he pretty much know if he in a fight or not. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. He kind of figure people out by the second round and what he can and can't do, what punches he can and can't get in. Try to feel out how they want to come at him. If they're going to apply pressure, if they're going to try to fight at a distance. I'm pretty sure he got a plan for all that.
Okay. I don't know. Derek James, Errol Spence, Twin, Charlo, hell, even AJ. They've been taking some L's, man. Frank Martin might be the one to try to, even though all of them that I just named, except Twin and I don't know, they've been taking L's, but even though they came back and got them a win, lately, but they've been looking bad lately. Frank Martin might be the one to try to, bring them some joy. I mean, some,
So
I
what
don't.
are you?
They all.
What are you gonna go with?
If you thinking, I'm looking at it like this. If you seeing Ryan Garcia trading war secrets with him, that don't mean that that's the only person trading war secrets with him. Errol Spence, he probably trading little war secrets with him. Errol Spence watch every.
But what can Errol Spence say against Tank Davis though?
Stay away from him.
Put that jab in the face.
Not on no smart mouth.
So what if Tank come in there and start fighting Orthodox? Because he's switch hitter and he got power in both hands and he fight Frank Martin like Bud, like if he fight Frank Martin like Bud did Errol Spence. Then what? Because that'll be real bad. That might end real early if Tank come out aggressive.
I'm not gonna rule Frank Martin off. Is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna.
No,
bro.
Like everybody, like he got a chance, bro. Like,
yeah, that's why I gave him a 40% chance.
He a good fighter. He a good fighter.
And one more thing that I'm kind of iffy on about with Frank Martin is his experience. Is he ready to be on that stage? Like that's the biggest thing that I'm skeptical on with Frank Martin. That's the biggest thing. Is he ready?
Me, if I was gonna say percentages, I'm gonna say like
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10 for either fighter. I see Tank. I don't even care. I see Tank winning this like 9. I'll give a 9 to Tank, and then I'll give it to Homeboy like
a 1.
Like a 2, 3-ish, because you can't count him out. He's a good boxer. You cannot count him out, and I feel like it's gonna be a little more exciting than a Ryan Garcia fight. But I feel like Tank gets it done. We all know that. We all know that deep down inside. We just we all want to make it sound interesting and see what Frank can do. But we all know that Tank's gonna. We all know
likely,
yeah. But you never know. Like you guys said, if he breaks his hand, if he ends up messing up one of his eyes and the ref ends up cutting it short or something, you never know. So that's why I give that 30%.
I gave him a 5. I gave him a 5. I give him half because he can box.
And I gave him a 4.
Yeah,
he got skills. He's okay. Now, okay, and I know why we saying this because Tank got that explosiveness, and he could end it.
And experience.
Yeah, he could end it no matter what the skills he got.
And defense.
Yeah.
And he got strong chin.
So okay.
And he got good footwork.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it this way though. How much percentage did Ryan Garcia not now that we saw the fight and but how much percentage did he have on Tank? And then so on that question, I'm asking this question. I asked that question to ask this question. Is Frank Martin who you got out of Frank Martin and Ryan Garcia?
I think Ryan.
See? And then why you saying that? Because
that's a tough one.
I feel like Ryan will put them hammers on him. I feel like he has a little more resume, a little more experience with bigger fights, just a little. Plus, he's about to fight Haney, and he fought Tank. Like, when you fight guys like that, it's going to give you that experience where you could fight big fights, yeah? You got to fight the big fights to know how to fight them, kind of. Even though, at the same time, it all starts from a big fight, So you can't count them out.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I disagree with you on that. I think skill wise, Ryan Garcia versus Frank, even though like you said, the experience make a difference, and Ryan left hand make a good difference too. But I think that's a 50-50 fight, really, with all of
And
that. Like,
aren't they both trained by Derek James?
Yeah, they both train. They both training with David James.
You know?
Actually, Frank Martin is Errol Spence's fighter. So
yeah, he promotes him. Yeah.
yeah, so it's like he gonna have a good bit of hands in on his success or his whatever, in his training. But okay, so I don't know what else I want to touch on that about. Yeah.
About Frank Martin Tank.
Yeah.
But let's talk about that card. Let's talk about that card, man. That card is
that card's crazy.
Great card.
Yeah, we got David Benavidez moving up, right?
We got this on the card, man.
Yeah.
For the Tank Davis.
Oh Lord, who want to start? Who want to pop off of this first?
I'll pop off.
All right, pop off.
I think I'm going with David Morell.
Okay.
I think that this kid's big, strong, and he's looking to prove himself. I think he's an ox. I think he might run over Demetrius Andrade. He's a lot bigger than him, and he's used to fighting at 168. Demetrius Andrade, I like him a lot, but he had 2 fights at super middleweight, 168, and he didn't look that good. So I'm not expecting much. No disrespect. He's from my same state, and I wish him the best, and I'll be rooting for him.
All right, Paulie, don't make us come up there and have to help you when he come and catch you and try to beat you up.
For real.
Nah, Demetrius, I want Demetrius.
Nah, yeah, we're rooting for him.
I'm rooting for Demetrius. Personally, Brian, me, myself, I'm rooting for Demetrius. But the last fight, you know what I'm saying? But I could. He fought. Who did he? That last fight.
David Benavidez.
That was a tough opponent.
But
that
was a tough fight.
Yeah, but I think it was a little too tough. But this fight, maybe you never know. Maybe Demetrius comes with a little bit more on his. Got a little more experience fighting a big name fight. Now he's fighting David Morell, a young stud that's got something to prove. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good fight. But I hope Demetrius can bounce back from that loss. But David Morell's got a lot to prove right now. And Demetrius says, they both got. It's right now. This is a hard one for me, but I want Demetrius to win, but my heart wants to say Dave Morell's gonna show me what he's been showing us the last couple fights.
Will you say trend up?
Say that, man. I think this is gonna be one of a good fight. I don't know if it'll go the distance. I mean, like they said, I'm thinking maybe he's trying to. Demetrius is trying to prove that he belongs at 168 in this fight. If he doesn't get knocked out and he makes this a good fight, what does that say? That still proves that he belongs in that division. So I'm not saying that he's fighting to just not get the knockout, but I think he got a chance. I think it's probably about a 50-50 fight right here.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Skill. We're going with skill and experience and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he is a slick fighter. But, like you said, his last fight was Benavidez. Like, it's not a lot of people that's going to be able to stand up against that. Benavidez has been running over people, literally running over people. It's walking through the 168 division. So, that was a very tough fight. But this is his prove it, I'm here fight. But I do like David Morell. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm calling this a good fight. That is a young stud on his way up, improving himself in the rankings.
Gotcha. Okay, okay. So Boo Boo. I'm gonna call him Boo Boo. Boo Boo. Yeah. His fight before David Benavidez, to me, I saw some slowing down. Remember, he had a whole bunch of ring inactivity. He came back.
He was unofficially dropped in that fight.
He had a lot of trouble in that fight, and he gassed out. He gassed out like early as hell. Even though he won the fight, he gassed out. And then when he came with David Benavidez, he gassed out. David Morell now, okay. David Morell gonna work the hell out of him. Like y'all saying, the young horse, he's gonna work him. He's gonna, I don't know. I don't see, I think Boo Boo at this point, if Boo Boo don't win, he's about to be the gatekeeper. And all of that could be better for him because I feel like the one before David Benavidez was an L2. But being that he had 2 bad performances, he might come with a good performance. So that might be the good thing to look out for too. He might have a great performance against David Morell just because of the last 2 performances that he had. He might work on all that. Look at all them tapes to work on. That's what I'm banking on. I like David Morell too. Yeah. But yeah. He's a little more active now.
Yeah.
Even though
I feel like I'm going with Trending Upset. Like it's a 50-50 fight. It's like I feel like Demetrius Andrade got the experience and the skill, so he could possibly pull it off. But this dude David Morell, he's that young, athletic dude, and he got the size, and he's been knocking dudes out, running dudes right over.
So my question is, do you think Boo Boo should have took this fight right now?
That's a good question. My short answer is no.
If he's been training since that loss with David Benavidez, if he's been training since then and he's been taking it and he's been serious, yes. But if he's just coming into camp, thinking he's going to come to camp for this couple weeks and before the fight, whatever, and I feel like he's going to get his ass. He's going to, if he overlooks David, then he's going to be in trouble. But if he's been serious since that loss and he's been training, if we get a good Demetrius that comes into this fight and he's not too aggressive at first and he tries to let this go into the later rounds and let Dave Morell try to
gas out.
Try to let Dave Morell gas out a little and, try to use his skill and his experience, But, this fight, like you guys both, everyone's saying, it could go either way, because it's got a potential for a good fight, I think. But if Demetrius comes out more, what do you call it, with his legs on his side, not prepared, and he's been in training, doing what he's got to do, and he comes out like, hey, I'm going to take this last loss into consideration and show people why I was 31-0, So,
right.
So let's see,
Rodney said Morell is inexperienced. I can see Boo Boo putting on the clinic. And that's what Boo Boo would need to do, honestly. He will need to take that experience and put it on David Morell.
He looked good the first 2 rounds versus David Benavidez. Then once David caught him, I feel like that's when he kind of. But before he got caught, I feel like he looked fantastic, honestly.
Appreciate your comment, Roger.
He really got caught because he was being over aggressive in that fight towards after the second round. It was over, 3rd round, 4th round. He was starting to be a little too aggressive with David Benavidez. That's when he took his
getting comfortable outboxing him. Yeah,
he should have been more played a little better and not put his all into them. You know what I'm saying? Like
less aggressive.
Yeah, less aggressive, and I think he would have better shot. But either or, David Benavidez would have beat him up. We knew how that fight was looking at because to me, David looked like he was big, looked like he was a little heavier than Demetrius in that fight. Not to talk nothing, but it looked like it.
David came in big. He came in.
The 190, right?
Next fight. But I'm sorry, y'all. I'm eating now.
Support. Supporter of boxing say Boo Boo too small for Morell.
Yeah, I feel that. But Morell's a big guy. He's like David Benavidez size.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm eating that, so whatever.
He came in at 197.
His
Oh,
last,
Benavidez came in at 197.
yeah, he ready. He getting ready for his next fight.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Trust me, when I seen the fight myself, because I watch it, I love boxing. I'm always watching boxing. Anything overseas, little stuff that people don't even mind watching. So when I'm watching it, I'm like, yo, David Benavidez looks a little bigger than Demetrius. So like you can see it, you know?
He was bigger than Caleb Plant too.
Yeah, yup.
He walked through both of them real easy.
The only dude I seen David Benavidez fight that was bigger than him that I could remember was Anthony. Is it Anthony Durrell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Anthony Durrell's the only guy I seen that was the same size as David Benavidez.
But you know, David Benavidez used to be 250 pounds at one point in time. And that probably, that's say Benavidez used to fight at cruiserweight.
Wow.
Ranji said Cuban School of Boxing hasn't voted well in the pros.
Mm-hmm. Used to fight at
So that means I wonder Benavidez how well he'll do against Usyk at cruiserweight.
I think Usyk would outbox him. But then again, who knows? Because he's looking better at heavyweight. Not looking better, but you know what I mean. Like he's looking good at heavyweight. So I don't know if he'd go back, and I don't know if he'd look as good at cruiserweight because he's used to heavyweight now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even suggest that Usyk go to cruiserweight at all. I think he's just good at. I mean, unified champion,
If
it
heavyweight,
ain't broke, don't
and
fix it.
look right and looking to be undisputed. So
Yeah.
he can stay in that lane for a good couple
I think
years. And
even if he loses the Fury fight, I think he should stay at heavyweight. He proved himself already.
right, he definitely proved himself.
Turn it up. Can you post the like invite link in the comments, please? Like if people that's in here want to come in, you know what I'm saying? Get on and talk. They talk. But my bad. You keep it going, but I should have texted you that.
No, we good, bro.
Yeah. Good Lord. Y'all, I'm eating. My bad.
Feel they smacking on, man.
You never know, too, with Demetrius. He might take this fight more serious than David Benavidez now that he took the loss and say, I got to get back to the old Demetrius and really grind and have a great training camp, and take this kid serious because of his size, how he's big like David Benavidez was. And maybe he could take in some things he learned from getting hit from Benavidez. Maybe focus more on defense.
I feel like if he could keep his gas past the 8th round, I think he's a dang on good fighter. It's just he gas out 8th, 10th round. That's my only problem with him. He gas out now. Maybe it was from the ring rust, but
support. I'm about to say supporter of Boston said Benavidez has a higher chance at beating Beterbiev than Bivol, but still loses to both.
Yeah, they gonna kill him.
Yeah, I agree.
They gonna kill him. They gonna kill him dead.
Yeah, they beat him up.
Yeah,
I like David
they got
Benavidez. But
I like Better Be too, man. Better Be is even on the tear.
he's the man. Yeah, he's one of the most
Yeah,
entertaining dudes to watch in boxing. On the low.
yeah, yeah. Bebo is too, man. I've been watching, after the Canelo fight, it made me go back and look at some of his fights. Hey, man, he won them all challenges, and he put them paws on. I'm telling you, now, he's not playing with nobody.
Yeah, nah, they're both world class. They're both great. Like if you beat either one of them, you're great.
Right,
Yes, sir.
right.
What support of boxing say? Boo Boo never improved because he fought trash competition, but when he was at 154, he was a problem.
Okay.
My only problem is when he had that rain rust and he came back and he just was gassing. That's my only problem with him. I feel
You,
like so do
you
y'all
know
think
what too? And
Him and Rashidi Ellis.
with Demetrius, I feel like it was just bad luck in a way too, because he had a couple big fights lined up, like Billy Joe Sanders and I think Jamal Charlo, and they both fall apart. He wanted to get paid more with the Charlo fight, and Billy Joe Sanders pulled out. I think he was injured.
Charlos was gonna tear his ass up?
Yeah, like I feel like it was just bad luck with Demetrius a little. I feel like he should have landed more big fights. He did. He wasted his career chasing the Canelo fight.
There you go.
He should have.
Chasing one big fight. He should have been active and just fighting who he
making a name of himself.
Hey,
You know
Paulie,
what,
so
too?
that's exactly.
You know what, too? When
Go ahead.
you're not that great at being promoted, I feel like you got to bite the bullet, take less money, and gamble on yourself, improve your worth, and then you start getting the money. You know?
The big fighter don't want to fight you. Go out there, fight some other fighters, and make the big fighter want to fight you. Because once you start knocking these other dudes out, you know what I'm saying? Then it's gonna make
All eyes on you.
It's all eyes on you. Then they're in lines to fight the best. Don't sit out here chasing one guy and feel just because you got a certain record, you got to fight one guy. If that guy don't want to fight you, it's either he's ducking you or he don't see or the money's not there. Go fight somebody else and just keep showing that you're the champion yourself. Because every boxer should believe they're a champion inside. You know.
100.
Right.
That goes back to what that comment right there that supporter of boxing just said. That goes back to that goes back to which one of y'all just said it?
Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. It was Jamel, not Jamal, I guess.
No. One of y'all say that, it's about your marketing. It's your team too. So
yeah.
Why was Jamel getting paid more while Boo Boo was the champion?
Promotion, like I was just saying, like when you're hard to promote, because these guys aren't gonna want to put up money like the promoters if you can't sell pay-per-views,
True. And that's how we have Thursday night fight.
Small market, anyways, from Rhode Island.
You know what? Too, I feel like he was with the Zone for years. I feel like the Zone didn't do right by him, and I feel like if he would have maybe switched and went somewhere else, he possibly could have landed some big fights. Maybe he stuck around the Zone too long.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go too far into this, but we know, Floyd, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather became Mayweather because he bet on himself. You know what I mean? And we see that, we see a lot of, we got the Shakur Stevenson promotion, we got the Devin Haney promotion, we got the Javante
Takeover.
Tank Davis promotion. You know what I mean? boxers are now getting into the business side of things. You know what I mean?
That's the thing too.
Yeah,
Like that's what a lot of these boxers need to do. They need to build the name and then become their own promoter, because then they could land the big fights. They gotta build their brand before they could take off, you know.
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
And like
he was
Trending Up
champ.
said, you gotta take less money at first,
Mhm.
land them big fights, and then you start getting that money.
Because personally, he should have took that fight versus what's his name, Jamel.
Jamel,
Jamel. He should have took the fight against Jamel.
even for less money,
Less
yeah.
money, because if he would have beat Jamel, that would have been way better recognition on him, and it would have
Good for his
It
resume.
would have been good for his resume to. So his next fight, he could be more of an A side than the B side. You know.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. But boxers are all athletes I've seen are getting more and more on the business side of the game, and that's something that's important for anybody who want to be in boxing is to, you know what I'm saying, understand the business side of the game. I mean, last year before
He's
Tank got
keeping
locked up,
promoted
matter of fact, all Tank cards been fire. You know what I mean? He had not just his fight, but his fight card was good. David Haney put together the Prograde fight. That was a good fight card. You know, you get to put people on in your camp and make a little extra money, you know. So, you know, I encourage all boxers to you know, look into it or have somebody close to you that can look into it for you.
Exactly.
That's why I'm happy that Demetrius Andrade's back at 168 and he's fighting on the undercard of that Frank Martin and Tank, because all eyes are on him again, and he got another chance to prove the world, hey, I'm great. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I fought nobody, this and that. Maybe it's his time now to prove, hey,
Yeah.
I was pretty good. People underestimated me, you know? Give him another chance. It's good to see, you know? That's why you gotta love boxing, you know? These
Yeah,
guys get another chance to prove to the world, hey, yeah, I might have lost. Maybe he had a bad night, you know? Everybody has a bad night once in a while. So you never know. That's I'm just happy he's getting another chance because we're from the same state. I'm rooting for him. But hey, you never know. David Morell's a beast. He's a monster.
yeah. I mean, he is. And how old is Morel right now?
He's a youngin', although his age. I know he's on the young side.
Okay, for sure.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
So we got Tank Davis, Frank Martin on that card. David Morell against Demetrius Andrade would be another banger of a fight, which is going to
David
be when that
Benavidez versus the Ukrainian, right? Two other card.
David Benavidez is on this card. Is what? See what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, this card's crazy.
Oh, David Morell's 26 years old. He was born in 1998.
26 years old.
okay,
Born in 98.
so they're not too
He's
far
about to
apart
be
in
20. He's
age.
about to be 27.
He's about to be 27.
As I say, they're not too far apart in age, so this is going to be a good one.
He's getting into his prime too. When you're young like that, you got a lot of energy, and like Prince was saying, there's questions on Demetrius Andrade's gas tank. You know,
Right. There is. And then we got the fight before that. We got a couple of fights before that. And next big fight right now is the 420 fight between uh Devin Haney, Devin the Dream Haney, and Ryan Kingery Garcia.
That's gonna be a banger too. I wonder who's anybody on that undercard? They probably put out a good co-main event. I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see. I might check out that card. But I mean, is Tank still in the spotlight? Can that fight? Can that fight card be the biggest fight card of the year already? And we ain't even got a fight.
That's why Tank, like you said, is the face of boxing. Because just think about it. That card's crazy, dude. That's gonna be the.
It goes to show you that other boxers want to promote on his card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they know with Tank Davis, everybody's viewing it.
The money's there. You know?
Yeah.
The money's there. The bonus is there. The arenas are sold. The gates are high. Everyone's coming in to see a big knockout. You know?
Yeah.
Right. In a lot of fights. I think if some of these fights don't get knockouts, people gonna be wondering what's going on.
They want their money's worth for pay-per-views, and I feel like with Tank doing this, and potentially that'll probably be the fight card of the year.
I love defense in boxing. I just don't like running in boxing. It's a difference from defense, knowing that you could get out of the way of the punch in time, this, that. I just don't like running. Like you're forcefully just spinning and running and you're not doing nothing. If you're throwing and you're doing your thing, I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like that the Teofimo fight. You know what I'm saying? That kid that thought he beat Teofimo. Like, come on.
Victor Ortiz.
Victor, you sat there and just ran the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Didn't give it a chance to even, for you guys to even throw a good, like, 4-piece count or 5-piece in the rack. You know, like, it was just boring.
Right. I mean, but Devin Haney did put them paws on Regis Prograis. He beat him up good. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, and I was not one to expect that to happen like that. I thought it might have been a good fight. I thought Regis Prograis might have because he was known for knocking people out. You know what I mean? Until he fought was Josh Taylor.
Yeah, Josh Taylor.
Didn't Josh Taylor beat Regis?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, but until that, Regis was a tough opponent.
You know what I honestly thought? I seen Regis Prograis fight that Dominican dude Zorella right before the Devin Haney fight, and he didn't look good at all. He can't cut off the ring good, and I still thought to myself, I said, I know this kid got power still, so he could still potentially hurt Devin Haney because I know it's probably gonna go 12 rounds, you know. And I thought he could catch Devin Haney. He could probably clap him, but I was wrong. Devin Haney put on a crazy performance.
Yeah, Devin Haney proved us all wrong. I think because I thought he was good at running, then he showed that he could actually sit there and box with a great one, and that's why I'm kind of excited for this Ryan Garcia fight and Devin the Dream Haney, because it's like, all right, we're gonna see a fight. You know, that's what I hope.
That's what I hope too.
Unless they cancel the fight because of Ryan's crazy antics, but I don't think he's crazy or anything. I just feel like he might be speaking out of truth in some of it, but he's just not coming out at the right time. You're about to fight one of the biggest boxing matches of your life. You got to be serious. We don't want to hear about all this stuff and taking. I know you're in a big platform, but use it out of the fight. If you get this knockout, or if you don't beat him, then after the fight, come out with it. But right now, coming out with all this crazy stuff, we should want to save the kids. Because it is a lot of trafficking going around in the world and stuff. But right now, it's not the right time. Because he's got a lot of people that what do you call it when you that's got money into this fight that got money into him, and they don't want to hear him, you know.
A lot invested.
And the investors don't want to hear you talk about brands in this way or that way when a certain brand is following, helping your career, you know.
Right. So the only fights on this card, as far as I can tell, are the Paulo Barbosa and Jorge Chavez. That's the only fight I see attached to this card. That's kind of yeah.
Boring.
Yeah, that's kind of awkward. I can't find
Yeah.
nothing. Ronji said, I hope this fight is on the undercard. Yeah, PBC needs a stat card to present to the fans to offset the negativity coming from the media and fans right now. I don't know what they're doing, though.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. That's why PBC is going so hard too to do that tank card, because they're trying to still be like, oh, we still sell the most pay-per-views. Yeah.
Right. Supporter Boston said, I want to see old head Barossa on the tight and Frank card. That'll be
Yeah.
you talking about it. I'm talking about a loaded card. That would be a loaded card. I also would like to see, and I think somebody was telling me that he had a fight card coming up. I want to see I may not say his name right. Cromel Moulton. I would
Yeah.
like to see him fight on the
Como
tank
or something.
card.
Yeah.
I want to see him
Yeah,
fight on
now
the
he's
tank
coming
card.
out.
Hey,
That he looks like he could be a future world champion. He looks like he got all the tools.
Supporter boss said they should put Khalil Cole on the Haney versus Ryan card.
I'll be for real. I'm not too familiar with him.
Let's see. I'm checking him out now. Light heavyweight from Jersey. Yeah, light heavyweight. Looks like he was matchroom boxing. 8 wins, 6 KOs, 1 draw, 27. He been fighting on. Yeah, that would be something good for them to do too, because it look like he's a pretty decent fighter.
Maybe get Andy Ruiz.
Definitely gonna check out that fight.
I'll check that
Definitely gonna
fight
check
out.
out that fight. Yeah. Hey, that's something I think we should do is talk about some of these up and coming boxers on the night. Just talk about the up and coming boxers, because just to keep up with it, man. There's so many young talented boxers out here with less than 12 fights. You know what I mean? Like David Morell. David Morell got
10
10
fights, right?
fights. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, definitely need to just shout out to them and what they're doing. I'm trying to see what this is, y'all
Andy Cruz is
Hit
nice.
that nigga, boom. Then he hit him again, and he like went out. I jumped in.
Hold on.
I like that boy Abdul Mason.
Oh man, Abdul Mason.
That boy
That young
is a
man right
legend.
there. Listen, man. He is a very, very, very exciting fighter. I would like to see him on the fight card soon.
Yeah, I've been catching up on some of his fights lately, and I see it. I see that kid. If he's I only see up from here, you know, and he's young still. He's only what, 20, right? 20, right? 21 or something like that. That boy's young. He came into the game at 17. I seen all. And he's just got some electrifying hands. He puts on like a teeny bit more weight, and I just see him. Oh my God, that kid's gonna be amazing. Remember that name.
Yes.
Everyone needs to remember that name.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He is.
How about the other kid, Floyd Mayweather?
Oh yeah, we talk about. What about Andy Cruz versus Keyshawn?
Oh, the Andy Cruz. You know what? I had told Andy Princeton about young Andy Cruz. He a young man, right?
Yeah, he's only got like what, 3 fights or something.
Oh no. Okay. You say Andy Cruz against Keyshawn. Keyshawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. But Keyshawn won't Devin. Everybody won't Devin. Keyshawn won't
Oh,
Devin after Ryan.
oh, does he?
Yeah.
That boy, I like
Color light
that dude
skin.
Floyd
Color
Schofield
light
too.
skin.
Yeah, Floyd Schofield too.
Oh
He's
man,
another
yeah,
guy.
Floyd Schofield is a good fighter. And then it's a young Garcia. Not related to Ryan, not related to Danny and I can't remember his first name,
I
but
know you're
I
talking
think it
about. I'm
was
trying to remember his
Daniel
name.
Garcia. I think his name
Yeah.
Daniel Garcia. Anybody ever seen any Daniel Garcia fight? Electrifying.
No,
He got
I'm
some
not familiar.
hands.
Isn't it Elijah Garcia?
No, I think it's Daniel Garcia. I saw him on a Golden Boy. He was on the undercard for the Golden Boy card. Hitchens versus Lemon. Uncle Paulie, you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, so for the boxing say, what do we think about Hitchens versus Lemon? He's 29 and over 29 knockouts. Ooh.
Knockout artist.
Lemos is a knockout artist.
Who?
Oh man.
I wonder what Deontay Wilder's gonna do.
Lemos.
Speaking of knockout artists, is he still gonna fight?
Deontay Wilder, I'm not sure when. Lemos, they say Lemos is 29 wins, 19 knockouts. Yeah. Shoot. But he 29 wins and 19 knockouts, 0 losses, 0 draws. And Anthony Richardson Hitchens is 17 wins, 7 knockouts, 0 losses, 0 draws.
He's a problem.
It's a match room. They're on match room. No. It's all good. But we gotta definitely make sure we, you know,
Gustavos Lemos. Gustavos Daniels Lemos. He's a
Lemos.
problem.
He's a problem.
He's a problem.
Gustavo?
He's a problem. Yeah, he's a problem.
Okay. So this is gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight.
Okay. Nah, but still, 29 wins and 19 knockouts. That's still a lot of knockouts. You well over 50%.
Yeah, dangerous.
Well over 50%. Yeah, very. And well, yeah, I'm gonna have to check him out. And Richardson, Hitchens. Uh, what's their weight class?
Electro.
You say 130? Supporter boxer. What's the weight class?
You know
That
who's
look like
pretty good?
maybe
You know who's
say
pretty
April
good?
April 6th.
Virgil
April
Ortiz.
Virgil
That's
Ortiz.
the dude I could see being big time in the future. What's he? I think he's like 25 or something.
Okay.
And obviously James Boots. Ennis.
I, so is Boots had a place because you know Boots got back in the game on the Tank fight card, the Haney Garcia fight card. That's
Yeah.
that's that's when Boots started because he was inactive for a while. Just as well as with Boo Boo and Rashidi Ellis, who fell to Roman Villa, who then Boots beat to be the mandatory for the what was it, the WBO or something like that?
Yeah.
Which belt Boots got? The IBF or something like that?
The IBF right now, yeah.
hmm So, you know, we seen him do good with inactivity. Do you think he should be getting on this fight card, or do you think he's ready for his own uh whole card, the headliner card yet?
Yeah, I feel like he should get on a card because I don't think obviously Crawford's not gonna fight him. So like who's he gonna fight that's like pay-per-view worthy, you know? I don't know if I see it happening. At 147, I don't
Okay.
think he's gonna fight Terrence Crawford or Spence, you know. So
Nah, and Terrence Crawford training at 154. He said he getting ready to fight Canelo. But that here's okay, here you go right here. Limos mostly fought at 135, but they fighting at 140. Ooh. So I tell you what, I think this I mean he got the experience now. Do you think if he beats Hitchens that he should go after Tank? Limos?
yeah,
Is that could this be another potential fight for Tank at 135
yeah, it
if he
could
beats
because
Hitchens?
because
If Lemos keeps, if he keeps beating his opponents, he's gonna eventually make his name, and you're gonna have to give him a shot. And I think Tank's the type of dude that another young fighter coming up like Tank is, he'll give him a shot.
and I don't see Tank fighting Shakur. I could see Tank fighting the winner of George Kambosos and Lomachenko more, but who knows if they want to fight Tank, you know?
I honestly don't see Tank going after Kambosos or Lomachenko. I feel like um, Since Lemos fought 2 times at 140, if he beats Hitchens, he might be yeah for sure. Or either what about if you want to fight at 140? You got Matthias right there. You got Teal right there at 140. He might not want to come back down to 135. There's still a lot of good fights, and the winner of the Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, or the loser of the Devin Haney Ryan Garcia fight.
Rolly Pitbull, the
Broly,
winner of
yeah,
that.
Pitbull. Limo, yeah, any of those fights I think gets Limos into now that I what I'm saying, understand why he's
Uh,
fighting that.
Not to
There's a
cut
lot of
you
big
off,
fights
turning
coming.
up. Who do you have winning the Pitbull Ryan Garcia? I mean Pitbull Rolly. I
Broly,
meant to say. Yeah.
hold on. Let's see something real quick. Let's look at this real quick before I answer that question.
I got you. Rolly.
You think Broly ready?
Oh, he's looking pretty good.
It's gonna be a fight. That's one thing I will say.
He looks like he's
That's
taking
something
it
I will say.
serious, bro. And he switched his trainer too, so you never know. He said that he switched his trainer and went back to the other trainer because he was landing all the knockouts quicker he felt more dangerous with the other trainer.
Okay. So the supporter of boxing was talking about we're gonna bounce right back to the Limos Hitchens fight. Says it's an IBF eliminator for the Matthias belt. That's the best course, I think. And those fights need to be on pay-per-view. They need to find a promoter to build those fights. Because Matthias is lightning in the man. The man is tough, and he don't get enough shine.
Yeah, he needs to get
But
his shine.
yeah, man, the man is tough,
Yeah, bro, he proves
tough.
it every single fight.
You know why? Because
Every single.
when you're dangerous like that, and in boxing history, all the dangerous guys are the most avoided guys. Whether they could outbox you, knock you out, whatever it is, you avoid your punch, you're gonna avoid them because you know they're dangerous, you know? And styles make fights, so certain guys know to stay away from Matthias.
Yeah, man. But definitely for this next fight, um, whoever the winner is, Matthias takes this fight, does the same thing. He go another fighter who should definitely be in conversation. I would like to see the 140 division itself has enough fighters in it to have an explosive couple unification bouts. And I would like to see somebody go for undisputed.
Same.
Honestly, at 140. That would be some good fights at 140.
Just don't sleep on the 140 division.
Yeah, there's so
Nah,
many great. Everybody, everybody from 135's moving up. Tank's like the only guy. Tank, Shakur, Lomachenko, George Kambosos, they all move up eventually.
I mean, whether they do or they don't, that somebody needs to learn how to promote that division, like you know, the 135 division and the 147 division and the 168 division, because
Yeah.
them in the heavyweight division, because them are big divisions right there. I don't know a
I
lot of
I still can't
I don't know a
believe
lot.
the heavyweight. It's not like as lit as it used to be. I feel like it's making like a tiny bit of a comeback, but there's so many good heavyweights out there. Like we could name at least 5, 10 good heavyweights. We want to see the heavyweight division make a comeback. Not, it won't be as lit as the '80s or the '90s or the '70s, but at least make the heavyweights like the most entertaining division. We want to see it make a comeback.
Yeah. But we got to get some fights going. I mean, I think Anthony Joshua, like I said, I think Derrick James had a lot to do with that. But Anthony Joshua, um,
You
taking
know
on
one
doing what
thing.
he did the last couple of fights.
I'll say about Anthony Joshua, he switched his trainers a lot, and I feel like sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing. But I feel like he took all like little pieces from all the different trainers that he trained with, and now it's in his repertoire. So now he's great. When you train with a couple different world class trainers, now you really know how to box.
It's just like going into a cold bath. You're soaking in all that greatness.
Yeah, like who's what's his name? Garcia, the trainer, Robert Garcia. He was training with him a few years ago. He's been around.
Garcia.
Yeah. Danny Garcia's brother or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. He's around a couple good trainers that really pays off sometimes. Sometimes it hurts to switch your trainer. Sometimes it's good. I feel like because he's a smart guy, you now all them different trainers have paid off for him and fighting all these
Right.
different styles, all these dangerous guys. I feel like right now, I'll be honest. Right now, AJ's ready more than he's ever been ready. I feel like. You still there?
I think AJ proved that UFC guys need to stay out of boxing.
Yeah, that too.
Say that one more time.
He said AJ proved MMA guys should stay out of boxing. And that's one thing. Like people want to steal their props from AJ for that, but we got to give him his props. He held it down for boxing. You know. At the end of the day, like that fight's a little more than just a regular boxing match. That's a MMA guy trying to come in and take over boxing, and he looked good in his fight versus Tyson Fury, one of the best heavyweights. Then he's fighting Anthony Joshua, one of the other best heavyweights. It was about time that somebody kind of made an example out of him. I love Francis Ngannou. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but that was boxing versus UFC. And he held it down for boxing, and I gotta tip my hat for Anthony Joshua for that. I tip my hat to him for that. He held it down for boxing. He knocked him out. Second round, Francis barely survived the first round.
Yeah. But I think Fury felt like that. I mean, well, we see when Fury made adjustments, he was able to box with him. So, you know, um, and Anthony Joshua had to put the stamp on it. You know what I mean? And I think if Francis would have kind of come up in the ranks instead of going at the top, he probably would have had a better choice decision making at boxing. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua was a hard fight. That's a tough, tough fight. A lot of people can take that man down.
Yep.
He
No,
is a tough fight.
that's the thing. I feel like I don't know if you see another Andy Ruiz moment where somebody knocks out Anthony Joshua, gets a stoppage on him. You know, I think that was maybe a once in a lifetime type moment. I feel like the only way you beat AJ now is outboxing him. But who knows?
Right,
He's
right.
in the heavyweight division. They knock dudes out.
Was it Street Fighter? They had the boxer Balrog. Or what game was that? Y'all remember
Uh,
that game?
yeah. I played Street Fighter back in the day.
That was the shit.
Yeah, I feel like Andy needs to make another fight. I feel like maybe Joe Joy should fight. Zag should fight. Freaking
Isn't Zhang fighting Anthony Joshua rematch?
that'd be a good fight.
They're doing a rematch.
Zag versus Anthony Joshua.
Who
Brian
doing the
said there's
rematch?
rumors about it.
No, not Anthony Joshua. My bad, guys. I messed with.
Oh, Anthony Joshua's fighting Usyk Fury.
No,
You mean?
what's two talk? My guys, I just messed it up. But Zhang, he just fought a thing. What's his name? Joseph Parker. What's his name?
Yeah, Joseph Parker.
Joseph Parker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're supposed to have a rematch.
He should fight soon. That I want to see all these heavyweights fight. I want to see Deontay Wilder fight. I want to see Big Baby fight. You know, like let's all fight, dude. You know, let's stop being
Big Baby
inactive. Let's
training
bring the
right now.
heavyweights back. Oh, is
Yeah,
he?
yeah, yeah, he was training. I don't think he had a fight, but he getting back in shape, getting back into the boxing zone. But he does deal with mental health. Um, um, so if he needed time to take off or whatever time he needed to take off, he was able to do it
Yeah,
before the time to do that.
he's
And
he's good
we
for
were
the
able to
game.
see him with another good card.
He gets hit a lot, but he's still young. I feel like he got a pretty solid chin too. You know, he does because he gets hit a lot and he has a solid chin. And he got the power that he could knock dudes out. So I still feel
Right.
like there's a lot of potential for him. A lot of room to grow. I feel like he could be great.
The supporter of Boston said Martin Bacole, Bacole. I know, please, don't nobody get mad at me. I won't mess up a name unless it's pronounced to me. Could KO AJ in their opinion. I
I
mean,
gotta look him up.
I actually was rooting for Effie Ajaba at one time. I thought that he could have had, he was on a similar trail to kind of similar to Deontay Wilder. I thought he
Yeah.
had a little bit more head movement, but I don't know. You know, haven't seen or heard from him in a while neither.
Yeah. That's the thing. I wanna. There's too much inactivity in boxing. That's the thing that's killing this sport. Like we could put together these fights that aren't that great. I honestly feel people still be entertained. I feel like it's the inactivity that's killing us. You know. And if these guys they stop fighting everybody, then boom, that's a problem solved right there. If they're not inactive, because eventually you're gonna have to fight the guys. You know.
Right, right. And it's a lot of fights that could be made right now, saying in the heavyweight division. A lot of
Like
fights.
a lot of people don't like the Jalo twins. I like the Jalo twins. I wish they were more active. I want to see them out here. Yeah, I always been
Definitely
a
want
fan
to
of
see.
them.
Yes, sir. You know,
I don't hate
okay,
on
okay.
Jamel for losing to Canelo because that's not his weight class.
Yeah, that was out of his weight class. But he stepped up to the plate and he did not lay down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
Frank Chenchaz is a dark horse in the heavyweight division. I do like
yeah. Oh, yep.
that.
I
Oh
forgot to
yeah.
say Frank Sanchez. That's another guy I want to see. Luis
Yeah.
Ortiz too. I forgot them guys. Luis
Yeah.
Ortiz and Frank Sanchez. Those are two other guys I want to see fight.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
lot of good
yeah.
heavyweights right now. They're inactive.
We need some fights, heavyweights. We
I
missed
feel like,
y'all.
yeah, how about Andy versus Frank Sanchez?
Oof.
I heard they were going at it on Twitter years ago.
It's trying to and some of these heavyweights that have been in active, like I would like to see Devin Haney try to pull. Hopefully, somebody's been in training. Some of them, and I think that's kind of a blueprint that I've seen, and not just to take notice of what he's doing, what he did. Start from the Hector Garcia fight. Tank took a lot of active fighters that had good names and still were good fighters and put him on his undercard. So, I mean, people have been wanting to see these fighters. You want to see Tank. Everybody makes some good money. Um, that's a blueprint that somebody could follow.
Even with the
Frank
Saudi,
Sanchez, huh?
even Saudi Arabia put up the money for the heavyweights now. So let's stop making excuses. They gotta put the money up. Yeah,
Right,
Frank
right.
Sanchez. I feel like he's dangerous.
Yeah.
I feel like I would lean towards him a little for Andy, and I like Andy more.
Oh yeah. I do like Frank more than Andy myself.
And
Andy
how you
gives
say
good
his name?
competition.
Who's the guy that hit Usyk with the body shot? How you say his name? Daniel
They ain't on the boys.
Du Bois. Yeah, he's another guy I want to see box. Like there's a lot of good heavyweights out there.
It's a, it's a lot of man, I'm pretty sure we named more than 10. And we can get
Yeah,
at least a couple of those fights. Has anything on the fight card for the Usyk Fury fight? That would be
that's
another
an
fight card.
that's another one
Yeah,
heavyweight should try to get on.
well, definitely. That's what I feel like they did with the Anthony Joshua Nagano card. You got Frank Joseph Parker on there again. You got Zane Willie on there again. And these are potential fighters who have proven themselves up until that date, those who had lost and those who
Who's
won.
that other
They
guy?
further
Who's that other guy
which one?
trending up? Flip Philip. He's like a European. He was almost gonna fight Usyk if Fury backed out. I forgot his name. He's pretty good too. Philip something.
I can't remember at the moment,
He
honestly.
got like a European name. Yeah, but there's a lot of good heavyweights right now. That's what I've been saying. Like I feel like there's a decent amount. They just don't. They're all inactive.
Hmm.
I feel like the
Let me see.
heavyweight, super middleweight, and lightweight and 140 are like the most lit divisions right now.
I'm trying to see if I can see who all on their fight card. And it's not showing. It's not
It,
showing
it
anything.
trending up. If you
Yeah,
could throw it together any fight, like you could pick any fight, any two guys to go at it right now.
same division
And
that I want to see.
yeah, any division.
Ooh, there's a lot of fights. There's a lot of fights right now.
I could.
I said Devin Haney, Diafimo 140. Put the belts up. If Devin Haney
Devin Haney,
wins.
Tio. Ooh, oh. I want to see Matias get a big name fight though. I want to see Matias and Tio.
Yeah, that'd be a
That's
good
that's
one.
that's and that winner can fight the winner of the Devin Haney Ryan Garcia fight. Like I said, I would like to see somebody try to unify and become undisputed at 140. So any fight that's going to do that, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, same here, same here.
Same
Yeah,
here,
'cause
same here. I just want to see a fight right now.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
but
man,
same thing with me. I want to see someone go undisputed at 140 the most.
yeah, 'cause that's where
Yeah,
Bud started at, right? Bud started unifying at
yeah.
140. Became undisputed at 140. Went up and did the same thing at 147. Now it's like almost any other fight he get, he become 3-time undisputed champ.
And I'd like to
And he
see the
get a couple
winner
of
of
fights at. Go ahead.
Broly and Pitbull unify that belt. You know,
Hold on, unified belts. Both of them got belts.
I might put it on the line like whoever wins it, put it against maybe the winner of Devin Haney or Ryan or Diafimo or Matias.
I
How do you
forgot
say
Brody
his
got a
name?
brother.
Is it Matthias or Matthias?
Matias.
All right, I
I,
always figured
I could be.
don't know.
I
Matthias. All
might
right.
be wrong too. I might be wrong too. So
Yeah,
let me.
yeah. I don't mean to slander
Matias.
anybody's name.
I think it's Matias. Matias.
Yeah, Matthias.
And Matias.
It's
Yeah, no,
Matias.
he's a good boxer.
It's like saying,
Yeah,
He
yeah.
killed the guy. He killed the guy in the ring before. That's how dangerous
And
he is.
you know one thing I like about him. He took his loss already, and
Oh,
after
did he?
that, yeah, he took his L already. And
What's his record?
let me check it out real quick.
Probably only one loss, right?
Yeah, I believe so. But even if he had a couple of them, man,
That doesn't mean anything, you know. Ali had a couple losses.
right? Oh, I think he only got one loss. Let's see,
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah,
21 and one. I mean,
I feel
20 and one. And and when he fought the rematch, Buddy ain't stood a chance. It looked like he just threw what to the
no, just
hyperbolic chamber and turned him to a Super Saiyan or something. Cause yeah.
coming out of you!
yeah, I
That was
feel like he needs to fight maybe the winner of Broly and Pitbull, and then maybe Teofimo fights the winner of Ryan and Devin Haney, and then they
there
end
you
up
go.
meeting up, and then boom, undisputed.
There you go. I like that. I like that. I like that. But
Who you think
shoot,
has the
man, I'm about
best
to get out.
chance?
Ooh, man, it's any man's game. Honestly, that's how I see it. Because Matias, he is a powerful puncher, but and he's skilled, but he will stand there and try to trade with you. And Devin's not going to allow you to do that the whole fight unless you force him into that. And not a lot of people can force Devin Haney into that type of position. Um, so
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
so
not happening.
That's why the Ryan fight is like important in this
Yeah.
whole thing because that's gonna determine a lot. I feel like and Tio can't be cocky with nobody. Um, and he has had a few uh uh
Like the Mon
mental health
fight.
breaks himself. I'm saying mental health breaks himself because
Yeah.
when he won the belt at 140, he thought he might have got cheated or something like that, but he won, and he still kind of no. Listen, I feel like you need that break. Listen, life get on everybody. I ain't here to judge nobody. Like I always said, yeah, it's by any fighter that needed that health break. Take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do what you do for best for yourself. We just fans, you know what I'm saying? You gotta live your life, and that's the truth. Um, and I appreciate everyone, each and every one of y'all that entertain us. I'm not, I'm like Prince, the tomato can. I'm just a fan, sharing my
Same.
opinion, yeah. But like I'm saying, Tio took some breaks too, you know what I'm saying, in between. So
Yeah.
let's see if he'll be ready for that fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he needs to stay active.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like
You
it's
gotta
the
stop chasing
same.
Bud.
I feel like Matias has the most power, so he has a chance of going undisputed, knocking guys out. Devin Haney
Right.
has a chance because how he could outbox you, put that jab in your face 12 rounds. And Deofimo, he has a chance because on a good night, he looks great against anybody. So
Right.
them three guys right there, I would say they all have a chance. I'd say they all have a solid chance, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
lose to. I feel like Rolly and Pitbull, I, I kind of can't see them going undisputed. I can't
Not
see them beat.
undisputed.
I can't see them beating Devin Haney and Teofimo and Matias really.
Nah, I can't myself either, be honest.
And that's
But
no disrespect because I think they're both pretty good.
yeah, yeah. But when you look at, I mean, everything got levels. I
Yeah.
mean, everybody know that. Everything got levels to it. Everything got levels to it. But let me get out of
Levels to
here.
this baby.
Um, y'all gonna stay on and
It
chop
was
it up,
good
or I'm gonna
talking.
get out of here. Huh?
It was good talking. ABB.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
most
baby.
definitely.
Next
Yeah,
talking to you,
ABB,
bro.
man.
Good talking to you,
Make
brother.
sure
God
y'all like,
bless.
comment, subscribe, and share,
Welcome to
y'all.
All Boxing Broadcast.